I got started in DJing as an extension of being a musician. I was a musician for about 20 years, and it started out to be like a part-time job as a DJ, but I actually fell in love with it. And it was such a continuation of being in a band for so many years that I sort of went away from the music and got back into the DJing full time. Favorite floor fillers, I like the higher energy stuff. The top 40 dance, things like Pitbull and Black Eyed Peas and Jennifer Lopez, that style of dance music. I tend to cater to that, you know, if it's working for that crowd and that bride and groom. I think the most rewarding part of being a DJ is being a small piece of someone's big event. Usually weddings are one of the bigger events that people have in their lifetime. And just to be a part of that, to be around all the happiness, the love, to make it go a little smoother for the couple. I do 99% weddings, so everything is pretty much wedding based in my mind. But yeah, to be around the families, and you know, that to me is just a great day. You got different generations there, and that's what I enjoy the most. What makes a great wedding DJ, I think, is I think you have to be a little more concerned with variety of functions. You do a ceremony, you do a cocktail hour, you do a dinner, and then you have the dancing. So you have 4 elements of a wedding reception, and each one is equally important, dancing being probably the highlight of the day, but you have to be quick on your feet. You have to bend sometimes. What you think is going to happen may not be what happens that day. You have to be very flexible, and yeah, you have to be accommodating to the bride and groom and their families, and you have to play a variety of music. You have all generations there, so you have to be cognizant of young people and old people at a wedding reception. I think one of the things that makes me a little more unique is coming from a musician background. I have that extra little experience in my life that maybe some DJs don't. They started out being a DJ, but I started out as a musician in a band, so I was immersed in the process of entertaining people for almost my whole life. So I bring a lot of experience to the dance floor when it comes to that, you know, reading a room, things like that, selecting the right music. To me, that is the essence of being a good DJ, selecting the right song at the right time. One of my favorite times at a wedding, I can remember many times, not just one, but I'll start at the end where that dance floor is just packed. Everybody in the reception is out there having a good time. You see the smiles on the faces, people laughing, people dancing. It's just a great time. It's a great family time, friends, family. And the other things, a little emotional really, is like the first dance. And then I have to say, I'm a sucker for emotion. The father-daughter dance at a wedding reception is just, to me, one of the highlights of almost every wedding reception. That is such a great moment when the father's giving away the bride and they're having that dance. You know, she's going from a little girl to a full-grown woman, bride, wife at that point. And I have children, so I can sense that emotion. And to me, that's a good part of a wedding reception. I'm a DJ that collects music, and I'm a music collector that also DJs. So my music library is second to none. I study music, I know music, and I've been doing this my entire life. So it helps me bring that to a dance floor, to a bride and groom. And I can really read, you know, that thing that I said earlier about knowing what song to play at the right time. I think that's one of my strong points. And from just being immersed in music my entire life, I reach in my pocket many times at a wedding reception and pull that tool out, and it serves me well, and the guests seem to respond in a great manner.